welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections. And on this week's episode of Cars, Shops, and Collections, we got a 1956 Chevy, and we got a 1966 Chevy Nova. Oh, that 56 is a Chevy Bel Air. And then 1966 Chevy Nova. Richard is the owner. Actually, his wife reached out to us about doing the episode. Richard's dealing with some health issues, and his wife wants to do an episode with her husband. She sent me some pictures. The cars look awesome, so I said, yes, we got to do this. So Richard is around the corner. Gene is back on the camera. You ready for this, Gene? Hey, the band is back. This is gonna be a great episode. I appreciate you watching. Gene, you get in your Tacoma. I'll get my Challenger. And we'll go find Richard and shoot this awesome episode of Cars, Shops, and Collections. 1956 Chevy Bel Air. Look at this, sitting out here. Sun is hitting it just right. Richard, you have this polished up, my friend. How are you, JC? Nice to meet you, buddy. This is Gene on the camera. Everyone, this is Richard. And this is his, oh, I see more in the garage. This is his stunning 1956 Chevy Bel Air. Well, officially welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections. My name is JC, and every week we put the spotlight on some really, really cool cars. And more important, some really cool people like Richard. Thank you so much for having us. We appreciate it.
Nice to meet you.
56 Bel Air, and I know we got a 66 Nova in the garage and something up there. The Sons of my, yeah, is that a true SS up there on the rack? So yeah. We'll get to that here. Oh, I see the Nova now. We'll get to that in a second, but beautiful 1956 Chevy Bel Air. What drew you to this car? How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 10 years.
Uh-huh.
It's been in my family since '64.
No, really?
Yeah, my brother-in-law bought it when he went to, just before he went to Vietnam.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
Yeah, his mother actually had to co-sign because he wasn't 18.
No kidding. So you guys were second owner probably, you think, or?
Yeah, well, yeah, he owned it, and then it sat in his yard since, well, 78 was the last time it was on the road.
Was it really?
My brother used to race it, and then that was the last. And then I got it like 10 years ago and did a ground-up restoration on it.
I've seen it.
Custom.
I can see. Yeah, I've seen it. I've seen pictures of it. And I feel like I've seen it at car shows. You remember the Aces and Eights car clubs? I've seen it in the background, but I've never come up close to it. And I can see the custom work you've done on it. 56, I mean 55, the Chevy was huge. 56, they make some modifications, including you get that longer grille here.
More chrome.
In 50, yeah, more chrome in 56, right?
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of chrome on. Also,
so this car here, you know, it's got a whole modern drivetrain. It's a 2003 Corvette engine, LS1. It's got a 4L60E tranny, or 4L80E tranny. It's a 4-speed automatic. The interior I took out of a Dodge Challenger SRT and cut it down.
Can I open it up?
Sure. Yeah, this
so these are Dodge Challenger seats?
Yeah.
And you took the headrest off?
The headrest out. I took like 2 inches out of these because they were really deep racing seats. The whole back seats out of the Dodge Challenger.
Oh yeah, this is the back seat of the Challenger too. We
had to widen it like 4 inches, and then I built that custom console.
Is this the original? Because 56 was the first year you got like the padded dash. Is that the original?
The dash is not originally. You know, when you bought a padded dash, it was an actual, just a piece that went on.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. I had somebody custom, you know, stitch that in leather. So the whole interior is all leather.
I love the interior. The color, the two-tone color, was this black and red the original color of it?
No, it was, this car was originally white and red. Now, originally from the factory, it was an all-white car. A lot of these dealers would two-tone them because they weren't selling as quick as they wanted, so they would just two-tone them, and then they would sell a lot quicker.
And they would sell faster that way, huh? Yeah. Now you're the expert here, but 56, it comes longer up here, right?
The what?
Like the black paint. In 55, you didn't have this long.
Yeah, the
trim
55 only had one piece of chrome that went down the side like that.
And so you get that longer trim where you can get that cooler two-tone option as
now
well.
The Bel Air, these had, there was three different, there was a 210, and then you had 110, a 210, and then the Bel Air, which came with the most chrome.
Yeah. Can I open up this side?
Sure.
Whew. Where did you learn to work on cars?
You know, my dad used to restore cars for a living when I was a kid, so I did a lot of hands-on with him.
It's so cool.
Of course, there was no money in it back then. He did.
I like how you went with the Dodge Challenger, the more comfortable seats.
Yeah.
Power seats and everything.
Yeah, basically, you know, drives like you're in a new car.
Yeah.
But an old body, you know.
Are these power windows?
Yeah, they are.
Which is really cool because it looks like
the switches are in the center.
Oh, switch in the center, because they have ones that are power windows that look like
the door.
Yeah, it looks like a crank.
Yeah.
But you just go up and down, which is really cool. And what'd you do with did it come with AC? Because 56, I think, was the first year you can get AC.
No, I did. I put a vintage air.
Vintage air guys are awesome. We've done stuff with them at SEMA.
Dakota digital dash.
Yeah.
It's got power seats, power four-wheel disc brakes.
Original glass in the back here?
All the glass was replaced with tinted. The original glass was like a green tint.
Oh, was it?
You know, I went with a smoke tint.
But the Tri-5, 55, 56, 57, the glass, just the way it curves.
Yeah, that's all.
That's really cool glass. I'm a big fan of just the curvature of glass. It sounds silly, but.
And then I built a custom stereo.
Yeah, I see that back here.
It's got about 1,000 watts. You know, if you look in there, this lights up.
Let's see what you got.
I don't know if you can see it during the day, but you see
the blues? Yeah.
I can change it. Yeah, I can make it green.
Well, can we do this? Can we shut the trunk, shut the hood, and start it up? Hear how it sounds?
I could try. Oh, the darn battery was low.
Oh, was it?
Drove it in a few weeks.
You want me to shut this?
Let's see if it'll start up. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, smooth, quiet shut.
Nope. Dead.
This is when Gene will do an edit, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa! What's that? Yeah, sounds good. Let's still once you turn the truck off. Cutouts. Yeah. Hit it. How awesome does that sound? Whoa! Can we shut? I'll let you do it. Can you shut the hood? I just want to see how it looks. That's a clean. Wow. Let me shut that. People watching this, we have a huge Tri-5 following. Oh, those doors just shut perfectly.
Yeah, because I've been working on that car.
Yeah.
I've been pulling this in and out, and normally I have it on a battery tender that keeps the battery up. And because I've been moving it in and out, I never plugged it in.
Hey, listen, it happens. But I just want to point out again, 56. The long grille, the rectangle parking lights, and as you said, so much more chrome in 56, especially with the Bel Air. Can we go inside the garage and see some of your other projects that you're working on? And this is where we have the 66 Nova. And you failed to mention the Chevelle sitting on the rack. What do we have over here too?
This is a 54 Bel Air.
Wow. Who did the paint, like the pinstripes? Who did all this?
That was an old pinstriper. I don't think he's alive anymore.
That's really cool.
He did a lot of nice work on this car.
You can see the
this
changes.
One's pretty semi-custom. It's got a lot of, you know, they Frenched the headlights. It's got the doors are shaved, you know, the handles.
Oh yeah, right.
It's got a, you know, the grill. It's more custom. The original one only had like 3 teeth, you know, so they added a lot more teeth to the front grill on this.
Yeah, it's got like, you look on the side, it does look like teeth. It looks menacing. Yeah. And the pinstripes I noticed here on the dash too. That's really cool.
All the way through.
Custom dash as well. Radio vintage air, guys, a vintage air.
This was got air, tilt steering. This one's got a Mustang 2 front suspension, so it drives like a newer car, you know.
Okay, the 66
the 66
Nova. How long have you had this?
Now this one I've had for about 14 years. Whew. I bought this totally unrestored. So I did a ground up on this one. This one's got a modern GTO interior in it.
Here, let you step back and let Gene get a shot of this.
This one's 2016 or 2006 GTO.
I like this.
And I put the whole back seat and everything in out of that car. It all had to be cut down like about 4 inches.
I like the carbon fiber front spoiler too. That's really cool.
Yeah,
that's a little custom touch to it.
I built that myself.
All right, here's a reveal. I don't know what's gonna be underneath here.
This one's got an LS.
Nice Corvette engine inside there.
So this one has a hole underneath. The suspension's all been modified for like autocross racing.
That's great.
It's got a 4 9-inch narrowed.
This is so Gen 2 of the Chevy Nova was 66 and 67. We did an episode a couple months ago. This guy named Brody, a 67 Chevy Nova, custom built from the ground up. Stunning. He was taking it out to test drive, wanted to make some tweaks on the engine, lost control of it, went under a parked semi-truck, underneath the trailer of a truck, shaved the entire top back off of his car. I'm going to throw a picture of it, maybe a video, a snippet of what it looked like, and then a picture of it after. Thank God Brody ducked and he's fine. And he's got his own webpage, YouTube pages. You can follow along on the rebuild. But yeah, completely just sheared the top back. And people are joking around, make it a convertible, make it a convertible. Because that's how clean the top was, just sheared straight back, just wild.
Yeah.
But just, I mean, the Gen 2 Nova, that sleeper car, compact car as it was positioned, but I mean,
it's so light.
Just built to race, I feel like.
It's about 400 horse, you know, and it's just, it's just way too much for the little car.
I mean, they're all sleepers.
Yeah.
They really are.
This one I could probably fire up for you.
All right. Smooth.
Yeah, it's really.
That's cool. 1,000-watt stereo. All right. And then let's touch on your Chevelle up here. What you said, 71? What's your year?
This is a 70 Chevelle.
70 Chevelle.
I'm putting a new tranny in it right now. That's why it's up on there.
Oh yeah.
It's got a 454.
Does it?
About 600 horse.
So it's a true SS.
Yeah.
Wow. New headlights up front. I love those headlights.
Yeah.
That's cool. A true SS. A lot of clones out there.
Yeah. Yeah, these are getting harder and harder to come by.
Yeah. I mean, you see that SS badge on the side in the 70s?
Yeah.
And you're thinking about racing? You know you might get smoked. That's cool.
Yeah, this one definitely needs some slicks on the back of it. you can't keep the traction.
I love it. Richard, this is a really cool collection that you have here.
I appreciate you coming out and looking at it.
No, I appreciate you showing us too. Is there any other surprises we're not seeing? What, is that a Tahoe? Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
So you're a Chevy guy then, I take it?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Through and through.
Well, this is really cool. Beautiful garage too. And health-wise, how's everything going?
Health-wise, I'm making it through, you know,
Yeah.
with some difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy to see you up and able to do this episode, and we've been trying to get it done for a couple months, and you know,
Appreciate you making the time for it.
It worked out. And yesterday here in Las Vegas, actually all last week, it was downpouring.
I was like, oh man, we can't catch a break.
I know, yeah, because last one, it was going to rain too, and then I was messaging your wife, and I said, what about tomorrow? She said, let's do it. I'm thinking it's going to be raining, but that's fine, because I knew you had a garage. And then woke up this morning, the sun is shining.
Yeah, I was gonna try and polish it all up, and it rained
Yeah.
almost all day yesterday.
It was like the car god said, you know what, we're gonna get this episode done with beautiful weather, beautiful cars.
And pull it out, wipe it down, and hopefully it looks all right.
It looks awesome. Well, Richard, thank you so much. We
I
appreciate it.
appreciate it.
And best of luck with your health and everything. And if you need anything from us or everyone watching, we're here to support you.
Cool.
Appreciate it. All right, thank you all for watching.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.